What if one of South America's most prospective gold jurisdictions is still largely flying under the radar? Hello, I'm Ricky Lee, and this is the Capital Compass. Today, we're taking a closer look at Centurion Minerals, a company advancing its Limestone Gold Project in Suriname, a country that has attracted major mining companies for decades but remains relatively unknown to many investors. The company recently initiated exploration at Limestone Gold Project and strengthened its technical team with the appointment of renowned geologist Dr. LaPoint as president and director. With exploration activity underway and further updates expected, Centurion is working to unlock the potential of a region that has seen both extensive artisanal mining and significant interest from major operators. Joining me now to discuss the project, the jurisdiction, and what comes next is David Tafel, CEO of Centurion Minerals. David, welcome to the Capital Compass.
Thank you for having me. Look forward to answering your questions.
The pleasure is all mine. So let's start with the project location. Suriname isn't necessarily the first jurisdiction that comes to mind for many investors, despite hosting several significant mining operations. What makes Suriname such an attractive place to explore for gold, and why did Centurion choose to focus there?
Yeah, first of all, it is, many people on the street really don't know where Suriname is. It is in South America, Northeast South America. There are three small countries sandwiched between Venezuela and Brazil, Suriname being in the middle of all of those. So interestingly, it's small, but it's within a very prolific gold belt, the Guiana gold belt that we're specifically interested in. So.
And the company recently appointed Dr. LaPoint as president and director. He brings extensive geological experience, including significant work in Suriname. How important is that local knowledge and expertise as you advance the limestone project?
Well, really, that's everything. He's been instrumental in introducing us to the concession holders of the Limestone Gold Project. Dr. LaPoint has been in Suriname for at least 25 years. He is an American, but he spends probably 80% of his time there. So he's very connected into the local population, understanding the culture, connections in the geological as well as in the political space. And he has a geological group that he's worked with. In fact, was instrumental in discovering one of the two major mines in Suriname called the Marion Mine, which is now owned and operated by Newmont. So huge asset for us.
And one of the interesting aspects of the Limestone Project is the history of small-scale and artisanal mining in the area, which I'm sure Dr. LaPointe knows much about, alongside exploration activity from larger mining companies as well. What has that historical work revealed about the project's potential?
Well, small-scale mining or artisanal mining is actually very important to exploration companies. It's a really good start, and it's a very good start for us. We recently flew an observation team, including Dr. LaPointe, over the Limestone project, and we're able to observe some significant small-scale mining. So we know that there's gold there, number one. Generally, that's pretty much surface work that they're doing, but it gives a pretty good indication of some structure, certainly areas of priority. So it's instrumental in commencing an exploration program that can advance pretty quickly for us.
So you've also recently announced the start of exploration activities, and as I understand, some additional exploration updates may be coming soon. Can you walk us through the work currently underway and what you're hoping to learn from this next phase of the program?
Yeah, so we have been able to obtain a certain amount of historical information, data from other companies, other groups that have been on the ground previously or in the surrounding area, which includes some airborne geophysical studies, very helpful for us to commence activity. We also recently flew a helicopter observation team over the concession area and local surrounding areas, and that gave a pretty good sense of the small-scale mining that's going on and where they're mining and the priorities. So that combined with historical has given us some pretty good target areas to start out to bring our groups onto the ground, boots on the ground, really.
And so finally, I guess the important part for investors following the story over the next 6 to 12 months, What are the key milestones they should be watching for as Centurion continues to advance the Limestone Gold Project?
We've got a pretty good sense of where to get onto the ground now. So getting the team on the ground, and I expect that to happen within the next few weeks, and probably in multiple areas, possibly at the same time. Those crews will be starting to do mapping. They'll be taking some samples. We've got probably some trenching will start. So I would expect we'll have a number of news releases over the next 6 months on the work on the ground, results coming from the sampling. And certainly within a year, we hope to be doing maybe completed a drill program. So beyond that, we also, and this is through Dr. LaPoint and his connections, we also have been talking with other groups and looking at other concessions to build out our portfolio, and that's one of the objectives as well. So I would expect some news on that within the next 6 months or so.
Well, David, thank you so much for your time today and taking us through the Centurion Minerals story.
Thanks very much for having me.
For more information, you can visit centurionminerals.com. I'm Ricky Lee, and this has been the Capital Compass. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again next time.